I'm Maya.
I'm Julia.
Lineup, welcome back.
So, take 3 of this lookbook. No, not lookbook. It's a Q&A. Yeah.
So last time we filmed this, the mic wasn't like working that well, but we didn't notice it until a few days after, aka today. So we're back in the studio to film this again.
Okay, so the first question is, if you had to eat the same food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Okay, so I'd have, this is all Filipino food by the way, I would have lechon, sinigang, and some sort of like either fried tilapia or fried bangus.
I would have, first of all, just Vietnamese food, but one specific is my dad's pho. His pho noodles is out of this world. It tastes like love and just like home in a broth. It's amazing. How do you recommend changing up your style if you're tired of it?
I would say, first of all, I think maybe just get a few inspiration pictures, maybe on Instagram, on Tumblr, on see like stuff, outfits that you would like to wear yourself, and just kind of go from there. Like see what you have in your wardrobe that can kind of not copy, but you know, like put your own touch into it. And yeah, I think then you'll kind of be wanting to try more like daring stuff and like that.
If I have a piece of clothing that I'm kind of tired of, I always try to like DIY it, just like spice it up a bit. So if I have a pair of jeans that I've used like so many times and I'm bored of it, I'll just like cut them up or like rip them out of patches or whatever, or you know, just try to like DIY them to make like renew your staple or your item that you already have. How do you overcome judgmental comments and feel confident in what you wear?
I feel that maybe there's always, whatever you do, there's always going to be someone that doesn't like whatever it is you're doing. So I just say, just, you know, like swift them away.
Yeah, stick with positive people and just try not to think too much about like what other think, because by the end of the day, like you got you and you're the most important for yourself, you know.
Your fave song right now?
Oh, my favorite song right now is Big Sean's and Jhené Aiko's song Same Time, and I also really like Syd's new album, and my favorite is Smile More. That's amazing.
I love also from Syd's new album No, and I love Saved by Khaled. Basically all the Khaled songs he has out right now are just amazing, so go listen to them.
Okay, Sean asked, Flaming Hot Cheetos or regular Cheetos? Flaming Hot.
I can't eat the flaming ones, so I just stick for the regular ones. What's your biggest pet peeve?
Okay, so this has happened so many times like recently. One of my biggest pet peeves is like when people you're in a rush and you're walking and people are in front of you and then they just stop and stand still, and so you like low-key bump into them, and that makes me so annoyed because you're like, don't get in my way, like I'm trying to get from point A to point B, you're in the way, and you're just like, go with the flow, you know. And when you're in the subway, like, can people just like, especially in Sweden, oh my god, can people just go in and like stand not just by
like
the door,
fill in the,
yeah,
like, the
fill
hallway,
in
or like the hallway, like in between the seats.
Yeah,
so
that is
just
so
stand
annoying.
like where the doors are, but if you just go in the middle, then everyone will fit.
It's so annoying.
I understand. I hate when people don't say please or thank you, or don't say hi when like if I have friends, or like if someone's coming to my house and they don't say hi to my parents, they don't say thank you for the food, they don't show respect. I think that's just like the worst. I get so annoyed. You just go from here to here if you don't say please and thank you with me. It's just so like, why? Do you see yourself designing your own apparel and or opening your own boutique?
I could feel like we could design our clothes.
Yeah, I don't
but
know
not
if we'd like own a boutique or like a store, but maybe an online store or something that we would, maybe like a few sweatshirts, a few hoodies, t-shirts, and whatever. Yeah, we might be coming this year. Do you eat Doritos and then touch your or a friend's computer without washing your hands?
Oh my god, that is so Maya. That's Maya. Me. Oh my god, we were watching a series once, and I remember we were like staying up for 6 hours into the night, and like
it was scum, by the way.
Yeah, it was scum. And we ate chips, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go wash my hands before, you know, because we're in bed, and she's like, yeah. She's like, I'm like, like her keyboard is so greasy. It's so disgusting. Jesus Christ. I was gonna help her like color grade something, and I was like, you know, with touchpad, I'm like,
I'm sorry.
Is there something that the other one wears that you feel like could never pull off?
Oh, for
Culottes,
me, yeah,
yeah.
I can't wear those. I just think they look really weird on me because my legs are like really long and thin, and it just looks kind of like, I don't know, it just looks like they're not supposed to be that length. You know, it just looks wrong. It's like, girl, those are obviously not your length. Buy longer pants. I just feel it looks like that when I wear them.
I feel like I wouldn't be able to pull off like this type of headband. Like it's so small and petite. Like I can do the really big ones, but I feel like my head shape is like not that. It doesn't complement my head that well. So I need like a bigger and poofier, you know.
Yeah, my head's really small, so I need a small bun.
If you were a toilet, who would you want to use you? Like who comes up with this question? Spaz trick? You got no chill.
But I mean, like, if you were, but
Like-
in,
But like, would you,
someone would shit in you.
someone would shit in you, but someone would sit on you.
You know, like, it could be like someone just like, you know, when you feel like you need to go, but you don't really go. It could be like that kind of situation. So they just sit
On your face. On your face. Have you ever dealt with depression or anxiety?
I don't know if I'd go as far as to say like depression.
Yeah.
I don't think we've been there yet.
Yes.
I mean, obviously we're human. We have our sad
Yeah.
days, stuff like that. I mean, y'all don't see that because of course someone wouldn't put up when they're sad on Snapchat. Someone wouldn't put up when they're, you know, really like crying their eyes
Yeah.
out on Instagram story. So like whatever, just because you don't see when we're sad doesn't mean we aren't.
Yeah, we're all human, and like anxiety is like everyone encounters it more or less in life.
Yeah, of course we only want you guys to see us when we're happy, so we wouldn't put up that stuff
Yeah.
on where you guys would see it basically. What's your favorite word in the Swedish language?
I love fika.
Fika. Fika is like, so it's like going to take a coffee, but you don't have to go take a coffee. If you say let's go fika, it's either you can like eat a bun, or you can eat something small, or have coffee or tea,
Or just have a break.
or have a break. Like you could be like at work and you're like, I'm gonna go on a fika break. You know?
And then I love lagom. It's like, it means just enough. Like not more, not less. Lagom. Just enough.
I love mys, misa, misig, all the, you know, whatever of the word mys. It's basically means like cozy.
Cozy. Yeah. And I also love känsla. Känsla means like feel. Feeling. Feel. So like when something's nice, then you're just like, oh, känsla. Yeah, that's nice. Feel. What is the thing that you secretly hate about each other? So it's not really a secret. Like we know each other like so well. So
Yeah. I hate that Tria's so slow. She's so slow, and then she always thinks that she has a lot of time, or that she always thinks that she can do a lot in like 5 minutes. I remember like one time, this is like, I was in school, and then one of our videos failed, so we had to go film it again, and we had to film a video basically. And my like lunch break is 40 minutes. And she was like, okay, no, yeah, you can make it. Just come to the office, and then we'll film the lookbook, and then you can go back to school. So my lunch break was 40 minutes. It would take me 15, 20 minutes to get to the office and then film the whole lookbook. That usually takes a few hours, and then 15, 20 minutes back to school. I'm like, what? And then sometimes when we're like in a hurry, she just like do other stuff that she could do like on the go. Like she just like pack her like charger nicely.
I packed my charger real
and
quick.
Then, like,
Real
and then
quick.
she'd like, I don't know, she'd like fix like her outfit. I'm like, you can do that on the train. Let's go. We're already late. So basically, she just thinks she has a lot of time, but
Yeah.
she doesn't.
I'm very optimistic with time. I mean, I try to fit in like my whole entire life in one day. So yeah. Okay, one thing that I hate about Maya is that she's very like closed. Like when she feels a type of way, she won't show her type of way, you know. But I can tell that she has a type of way. So I mean, like I can read her very well. So like when something's up, I know that something's up. And like lately, you've been able to like express it better. But I remember the first time like you had a trouble or like something in your heart, but like quite like I think it was like 1 or 2 years after we had known each other, and like I was legit like, hey, like is something up, can we talk? And you legit you ran away from me to your train. You didn't even say shit. You were like, oh, I have to go now. I'm like, just talk to me, bitch. Yeah, but now he's better. My awkward turtle.
Are you fluent in Tagalog, and is Julia fluent in Vietnamese? So,
Yeah, I can speak Vietnamese on like a daily basis. Like I can't do like academic stuff or like more professional, you know. But if I'm there, I'ma survive. I'ma order that pho. I'ma talk to you. But yeah.
So I can understand if someone's speaking to me in Tagalog. I can understand maybe like 90%, but I usually just mix my English, English in Tagalog, so it's like Taglish. And I mean, like when I go there and when I stay for like a few weeks or like a month or two, it gets back to me, so it's easier for me to speak like more Tagalog. Yeah.
Do you think your style would be any different if you didn't start YouTube?
It'd be shit.
It'd be shit.
My style would be
Yeah.
shit.
Thank you, Jenim,
Claire,
Karen,
Amy,
Yeah.
all of y'all that we started YouTube because of.
Yes.
I
I mean, I remember like I started looking at like Jen's thrifting videos, and I was like, oh my god, yes. And then like Karen's like super fun and quirky, like back to school videos. I'm like, yes, I'm a up my game, because like when you do YouTube, you're forced to like come up with new outfits and like just like get yourself out there.
Exactly.
You know?
So basically, it'd be shit. I've been watching Scam thanks to you guys, and I was wondering what you guys were like in high school. Did you care about boys, good grades, being cool, etc.?
So I wasn't really like the most popular girl in school, but I wasn't a nobody that no one talked to. I was like, just like I was there, like I knew everyone, and people were afraid to talk to me, and I was very like open and, you know, happy smiles. And I remember in first year when I started, and my whole class were Swedish, and I was not used to that because I was in a very like culturally mixed middle school, and that's the way I've been like since birth basically. So I was not used to the way like the Swedish people talked and like their jokes, and I just felt like it didn't fit in, and I was kind of like looking for like my who was I, and I felt like kind of forced to like try and become one of them. And like in second year, I remember like, you know, I had this feeling like, oh well, I don't have to be like them, like I can be different and still hang with them. So I was kind of like started to just like develop my personal like confidence and style and whatever, and I felt like I didn't have to like copy someone else and be generic, you know. So and then in third year I was just like, I'ma just whatever, you know. I didn't care that much about boys. Of course you think about guys and you had like a few crushes, but nothing really happened. And I remember that we had like, since we met in this like dance group, I got like most of my friends today are still from that dance group, so I was a lot with them. But yeah, I think high school was like, it was just like a fun time, you know. I got to know a lot of people, and I really developed as a person, but it wasn't spectacular. I feel like college is more like my time to like
I was very shy up until high school, because I remember like I was very quiet. I didn't talk if no one talked to me like that. I didn't raise my hand in class. I was never that kind of person. But then when I started high school, I was like, no, okay, Maya, you gotta make yourself heard. You gotta like, shit, my button popped. But you know, stuff like that. So I definitely like bloomed more as a person during my high school years, because I really was like decided to actually like, you know, now you're gonna get out of your comfort zone, you're gonna talk to people, you're gonna make a lot of new friends, which I did. And I wasn't, you know, like I wasn't the popular girl. I was very comfortable in my clique with my girls, and so we did a lot of stuff. We traveled a bunch, which I thought was amazing. Like we were the kind of girls that every time like our school had a break, we would never be in Sweden. We always go somewhere like Amsterdam, Barcelona, London, whatever. And so that was really cool. And I mean, boys, yeah, like I didn't really care that much about boys. I mean, of course I had like a few crushes, but I'm not the kind of girl that will go up to a guy and actually start talking to her if him if it doesn't, you know, happen the other way around. So yeah.
Yeah, I remember the guys I had crushes on, they didn't really know who I was, but like in the past year or so, I remember like a few of them, they were like, oh hey Julia, is that you, blah blah. I'm like, you didn't even know me in high school, bitch. But now you know, huh? Okay.
After the glow up, after we
I really feel like I've glowed up since high school. Yeah,
that was it for this Q&A. If you guys have any more questions, just leave them in the comments below and we'll try to answer them. And before you ask your question, look in the description box, because we have a fact.
Yeah,
there.
We've always had a fact.
Yeah, so just check our description.
Please.
What camera we use, what editing software we use, how tall we are, where we're from, how old we are, all that kind of stuff is in the description below. Okay, thank you guys so much for sending in your questions, and we'll see you soon. Bye!
Yes.
This is the time of year we can get it, get it, get it, get it all. 1,000 on your list, you can get it, get it.